Hey my mate, how's it going? Hope you had a good weekend. Please let me know how you played. I know there was some pairs stuff going on, so let me know if you played in that and how that went, and how the game felt, right? So, yeah, you obviously our game has moved to a new level. Our understanding has moved to a new level. The scores are starting to come to that level, but they're not quite there yet, but that's okay. But you also moved your practice to a new level. So you're practicing so hard. All right, I'm not saying more reps. Okay, that's what kind of people don't understand. You've always hit a lot of balls. You've always practiced since I've met you. You've been really good at hitting balls in the studio, whatever. But you are practicing so deliberately with such intense focus on what you're trying to do. Okay, it's very, very impressive. And the understanding of changing the movement pattern to get to where you want to get to, and obviously starting to see the results. Is obviously something's clicked there and inspiring you to go, yes, I'm going to work so hard at this. So really impressive, and keep it up. It will be worth it. Okay, so keep it up. Right, so where we're at, okay, we're very, very close here of matching that backswing with the sequencing, with the posture, with the arm depth. Okay, so we're very close to matching it. Okay, you're swinging on line, you're swinging correctly, everything's there and thereabouts, right? So a little bit of the hips not fully clearing before you hit, and obviously sometimes that does affect, always been an issue of yours from how you taught yourself how to play golf, that control of arm depth, that control of how far your arms are from your pivot. Okay, very, very important. All right, that's kind of what leads to the miss hits, right? So that's where we're at, that's where we're working. So to warm up, okay, because as we get this right and close to correct, the one thing I want to start working at some stage is improving our wedge play. Okay, getting really, really good from 60 yards to 120 yards. Okay, that sort of zone. And then we'll do a lot of this drill. So, but for us right now, obviously it's to connect your arms to your pivot, or feel more connected to your pivot, right? Okay, so we're going to warm up with some towel drills. Okay, you can do them with a wedge, but also do some with 7 or 8 iron or whatever it is. Okay, so just towel under there. Okay, slightly narrow stance. Obviously you won't quite have a full swing, that's fine. And you're just trying to trust your pivot, trust your rotation, work out a little bit of arm depth, hand-eye coordination, and just hit solid golf shots. Okay, just hit nice, solid golf shots. Yep. I do want to see that though, by the way. Okay, so that's just a little warm-up. All right. Okay, then first you work on is that arm depth. Okay, so what I want you to do, okay, we've done a similar drill to this before. Okay, little stop at the top. Okay, then as we feel that sequencing, as we feel that left leg and left hip start to work, okay, I want you to feel like the arms stay in this zone here, in line with, it's actually just outside, but in line with your right shoulder. So don't let them kick out away from you. Okay, now it's not getting narrow, so we're not getting here. It's still very wide. Yeah, okay, so Justin Rose used to do this drill a lot, even on the golf course. Okay, so it's a little stop, feel the hip work, but the arms go here, they don't go there. Okay, so that's the little feel that you're after. Okay, you've just got to be careful of doing this. Okay, we don't want to pull on that and work so hard to get that sequencing correct. Make sure you're doing it with good sequencing. So stop, let the left leg work, then feel the arm depth. Okay, and that's what you're trying to do, yeah? Okay, right. Then you can hit a few slow ones if you want. Just trying to feel that stop with a little bit of arm depth. Okay, but overdo it, just some sort of drill. Kind of think of it as second half of your warm-up, really. Okay. Right, and then our focus this week is a bit of arm depth and still the hips, right? So as you were working really, really hard and reviewing those videos on Friday, okay, we noticed that for the first time the sequencing started to fall apart just a little bit. Okay, fall apart, and that's harsh. Like, it wasn't as good as it has been for the last 2 months, right? So let's go back to work on our sequence. So we're focusing on the hips at the minute, okay? So we're going to alternate. All right, so first ball, first rep, normal swings. Okay, we're making sure that the hips start before the arm. So even before the end of the backswing, those hips are starting. Okay, so the rep 1, hips start before I finish the backswing. Okay, and then rep 2, not worry too much about the sequencing. Okay, doing what we did last week. Try and feel that the hips are open or the belt buckle's facing in front of the golf ball at impact. Okay, so drill 2, hips are open by the time I hit this golf ball. Okay, then you go back again, make sure the hips start. Next rep, make sure the hips are open. And so you just alternate between the two. Okay, arm depth, don't overdo it, don't worry about it. You'll be more aware of it once you start practicing it. I'll keep an eye on it in the videos. Okay, all right, so that's your work for the week. Concentrating on arm depth and hips. Okay, a combination of sequencing and synchronization, but concentrating on the hips. Arm depth and hips, working on it all week long. Okay, thank you, my mate. Have a good one. Send me some videos. Talk to you soon.